Hey guys, today I'm doing something a little different, and I actually had my daughter paint a miniature. So we're going to go and actually be like picture in picture. We're going to watch it and talk about it and see what we learned and why she did the things she did. And perhaps that'll kind of allow us to, I don't know if it's relearn or just, it might be an interesting case study to see somebody brand new painting that has never painted before in their first time and what they do and what they don't do. And maybe they are doing something better. Maybe painted better than me. You did paint pretty good. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so why did you choose Cadian flesh tone for the fur?
Because it looks like fur, and I wanted it to be like a bright fur color.
Okay, well that makes sense because when I've painted, I've actually never used Cadian flesh tone for flesh, except once. I always use it for something like fur because it's kind of a good brown, like a very tan kind of brown. How do you think you did it on the positioning and the filming? Looks to me like you may have had the light on a bit bright. Did it help you paint better?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it didn't help you film better. What about getting on the underside of it?
Like under it?
Yeah.
That was really hard.
That was really...
I couldn't get the brush all the way under there.
Because he's on the base, right? So
yeah.
You can't like actually flip him upside down and see him.
Yeah.
So you're just kind of brushing and praying. Did you end up ever getting the straps on the belly? Were you able to?
Sort of.
Sort of.
It's kind of hard.
So I thought this was kind of interesting. So you use leather brown, which is very good. It kind of makes sense. Maybe it's got a leather saddle. She. But you put like 2 coats on right away. Why did you do that? Did you not like the coverage of it? Because you can kind of see the gray through there.
Yeah.
So that's because we watered down our paints, right? Because if it was too thick, you wouldn't see all the detail. But I think you have to wait to let it dry first before you go again. Because you actually end up doing 2 coats. I edited that part out, so you don't have to see it. We don't have to see your mistakes. I'll just talk about it. So now we have oak brown, huh? This is a really cool brown. I like this brown. What was your favorite color you used in this whole thing?
I really like the name tag color and the color for the goggles.
Yeah. That's really fun. The kind of bright silver that you have there. Yeah. Were you able to do these lines okay?
On what?
Were you able to do the lines okay? Like the really kind of small lines? Sort
of. It's kind of hard, but since the brown for the straps was so watery, it was so hard.
Yeah. You may have watered them down a bit too much. It's really hard. You gotta have to kind of tell and learn which paint is which, because different paints will be different consistencies or different thicknesses, and different companies will as well. Mm-hmm. But you seem to be doing good, like on this one. It doesn't seem too watery.
Yeah.
Why are you holding the brush like that? Is that how you normally? How do you write? Do you write like this, or do you write like that?
It was just easier.
It was just easier?
Yeah.
Probably because you're pushing it against. See, you're even putting your wrist against the holder there, which is actually pretty smart. Steadies your hands a little bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to film it and keep it centered, huh?
Yeah, that's why it's like
way over in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like one of my first videos. How did you like doing the name tag?
The name was pretty hard. The first time I did it, I had to like paint over it because it was so hard, but then I got it.
Oh, you have so much paint on your brush.
But I didn't do the E. I didn't have time to do the E.
At the very end?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was because you're doing this E. So what was her name supposed to be?
Ellie.
Ellie? Oh, it's almost like an Eli.
Yeah.
But pink. That's all right. So this was kind of hard just because white is really hard to get full coverage. So you have to put a whole bunch of layers on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
How long do you think this took you to paint?
About an hour.
About an hour? Yeah, I'd say.
Like 20 minutes? An hour and 20 minutes maybe?
And that wasn't just painting. That was waiting for it to dry and stuff like that. Yeah. It wasn't, that's like total, not exactly, kind of like cooking time, right? Mm-hmm. Like you may cook something for a couple hours. Now you used a ton of my Vallejo or Valhalla Blizzard, and you can see you tried to fix your mistake because you didn't let it dry again, huh? So you just tried to cover it up.
Yeah, apparently he's in a really snowy place.
Yeah. But I don't know. Are you happy with her? I think you did a great job. For her first time, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And on a tiny mini too. That's really good because
Yeah,
he's really tiny.
I can see that I missed some spots.
Oh yeah, you always can hear him. This is how big he is. Hey, you want to see him? There he is.
He only did. He's so small.
Yeah, he is.
Compared to the Giants.
Or she, I guess it is pink.
Yeah.
And you can see a little splotchiness there. Whenever you zoom it up like this, it's always kind of embarrassing because nobody looks at minis this big. And I have some people that watch it on their TV, so it's like huge. and so they're just going to look at this and be like, oh my gosh, you did such a terrible... No, I'm kidding.
But how did I miss that right there?
Yeah, or behind the ear, you see there. You get better and better at coverage. The more you go.
Yeah, I think I actually got some white there.
Yeah, that's okay.
Because the snow was got everywhere on his nose and on his booty too.
Yeah.
He sat in the snow.
Well, and that kind of makes sense. Sometimes I put the snow like on the legs and stuff like that. Like it's been kicked up. Maybe even somewhere on the mouth, like she's been putting her snout in the snow. That'd be kind of cute.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna cut to the end here, so let's get started on that. All right, guys. Well, I hope you found that interesting. What did you learn from watching yourself paint like that?
I don't know.
Nothing. What'd you learn from actually painting it? Anything you do differently next time?
Besides, pick different colors.
Like you painted differently, like the colors.
Yeah.
But otherwise, what about how you held the brush? Do you think that helped, or do you think it hurt you?
It helped.
You think it helped?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, maybe it does. Maybe I should try it. I don't know. What about actually filming it?
Like right now?
No, like do you think you learned anything about filming miniature painting?
Not to trying to keep it in the center, not to keep it like far away.
Yeah, and sometimes I look up and I'll check the camera just to make sure I'm still centered. And then when I'm not, I edit it out. Yeah, because that's always better. What about how thin your paints were?
Like when I was painting it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like sometimes you put multiple coats on it and it wasn't dry, or you didn't put multiple coats on it so you could still kind of see through it. Yeah. And what about waiting for the paint to dry before you do the next step?
Next time I need to wait for it to dry?
Yeah. Miniature painting is kind of a trial of patience more than anything. Mm-hmm. But you did really good. So what are you painting next?
My cat that's in the box.
A cat that's in the box. So, if you want to see that in the next video in the series, let me know in the comments below. If you thought she did great, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, let her know. I'll have her reading the comments, unless they're mean, in which case you're a jerk. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!